me just come in here. Hello.
Hello. You get an intro today? No.
I don't know.
Maybe. We'll see. So hello, we are Chaos&Booklore. This is Shankri. My name is Demi. This is our first YouTube video.
Hi. Got our mega pint over here of fruit punch.
Got my bubble tea over here.
We are one and the same. Our two personalities just hanging out.
Yeah. So, first, it's nice to meet all of you. All one of you, probably.
Yes. Our two Facebook fans. This one's for you.
We're gonna probably start off with an introduction. Yeah?
Yeah. I can vibe with that.
Vibes.
So Demi, what have you been up to?
Reading.
A lot.
It's funny enough, we stopped reading. We enjoyed reading in high school. And then we got to university and that love just kind of like away.
Dissipated. I think the English major was the problem.
Yes.
Totally useless until now. So
the English major, the being forced to read and then write about it, took the fun out of the reading experience.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get back into it, and that's kind of why we started this channel, this adventure journey.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be so great, and I get to work with my best friend, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
All right. So, if you were to choose like your favorite genre, oh, I know that's tough. What would your favorite genre be?
It's actually really, really hard
To choose just one? Like, you're on a deserted island. You can take one set of genre with you. Like,
one.
Just one. You have to choose one library to be in. One genre.
Probably, like, they're kind of like always bundled together though, like sci-fi, fantasy. They're usually like in the same
kind of
vein.
genre. But would you lean towards more sci-fi or fantasy?
I think I would actually lean towards sci-fi, which is surprising because I do read a lot of fantasy.
Right.
But I do really enjoy sci-fi. Just the thought of sci-fi is very interesting to me.
So kind of like Black Mirror.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
It's just so intriguing. It tells you about the human condition, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a fantastical way.
Yeah.
What about you?
Ooh. For me, I think it's super easy. And I think you would know.
Yes, I do know. But tell the audience.
It's because I live in it. I live, breathe it. Even for like TV shows, movies, my whole spirit is gothic horror. I love it.
She does.
Yes.
She really does.
Yes.
And she, like, for the longest time I've known her, she's loved, like, Addams Family and stuff like that. And it's in her veins.
Yes.
It thumps in her heart.
I know. I convince, our group of friends, like, let's go watch a scary movie. Let's, Halloween.
Yeah.
Even if we don't go anywhere, I'll get dressed up.
Yeah.
It's my vibe. I live and breathe it. And I think it's because I got into it in such a young age.
Yeah.
It was one of those things that I really, really love. And I do believe in the paranormal and ghosts. And I've seen ghosts. That's another story. But, so I live, breathe, gothic horror.
Yeah. She really does. And so October is going to be her month.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to be trying to read some of the stuff that she reads probably in October.
I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you to join the October festivities. But I know, like, we'll switch genres and I'll get a feel for
some of the stuff I read.
Yes. I can vibe with sci-fi.
Yeah.
I feel like if I were to lean towards it, it would be like dystopian.
Dystopian, yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense though.
Yeah.
I loved dystopian when I was in university. That was one of the things that got me through.
Got you through it?
Just like, you know what? The world.
Our emotional support genre.
It's like, you know, my life is burning to the ground. So is this book. It's great.
Oh my god.
Cathartic.
Oh my god.
So I really love that. Yeah. So I think we're gonna have a fun time going through, and you're gonna see like the types of books that we gravitate towards in this journey.
Yeah, exactly.
Next question was, what type of books do you like? Like hardcover, paperback, ebook, audiobook?
I have so many judgments. Okay. I think I could speak for both of us by saying our preferred is physical books.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that. I also think if we had a choice between hardcover and paperback, we would definitely go for hardcover.
Hardcover, 100%.
So that we both agree in.
Mm-hmm.
We also agree.
Everyone's gonna hate us.
They are. They're like, oh my god, these girls already are coming in hot with those opinions. Audiobooks. Do we count audiobooks?
I know people do.
So what's the difference between an audiobook and, let's say, a podcast?
Is there one? Is there one?
I mean, listen, like, I listen to audiobooks.
Quotation marks. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Sleepy podcast, they're basically reading you
A story.
and I fall asleep to it.
Yeah.
Am I actually reading it, though?
You're processing it in a different way. Listen, no judgment to the people who
love audiobooks.
Who love audiobooks.
Who count them
as reading, you know, like, do you, boo-boo? That's you.
No judgment. We love here. I know the community. We love each other. We support each other. The main goal is that we're
spread
reading.
the love of reading, right? And if that's through audiobook, at least you're getting through them.
You're getting through them. You're processing them. You're having.
Yeah.
It's creating feeling within yourself.
Yeah.
Building that empathy. We love it.
Yeah. For both of us, we're just such old school, like, readers.
Yeah.
For all of our lives, we've read manually without the help of audio or e-readers.
I know. I think we were in the cusp of the age of technology.
Yeah.
So we've seen every transition.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had time to ourselves, right? Like we were never fully immersed in technology where we are constantly having screen time.
Yeah. That's something we definitely are, like, trying to get used to. And not to say that I'm never gonna read an ebook, because I have, and I'm never gonna listen to an audiobook because I have as well. It's just personally not favorable in our situations. I like having that physical feeling of a book in my hands, and I don't get that with audiobooks or ebooks.
Right. And I also, like, for me especially, because I annotate my books, I write in the margins, I love going back into my books and seeing what I thought reading certain things. So to do that digitally, I hated it. Like, even when I wrote essays, I've always, like, wrote it on paper and then typed it up.
Yeah.
Which you would think would defeat the purpose, but I actually retain information better that way.
Yeah.
So audiobooks is definitely not for us.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I could probably do audiobooks if I'm reading along with it. If I have, like, the audiobook in my ear and I have, like, the book open and I'm reading through it, I could probably do that and that'd be okay. I just don't know if I could just listen to an audiobook by itself, all alone.
I feel like I fell asleep, but that's because I do that
You do that already. You
I do
literally
that.
listen to
The
fall
Sleepy
asleep.
Podcast. Oh, sorry. Audiobook. I'm kidding.
Don't kill us, please.
Don't kill us.
We love audiobooks in it, okay?
We support you.
We support you.
We support you. We just can't. You guys are in 2030, like ahead of our time.
Yeah, I think aesthetically, like you said, hardcovers are more my thing, but practically, like to carry around and read, paperbacks are actually my preferred form of book when it comes to that.
Who are you talking to?
I
love you, but we live in Toronto.
I know.
I want my hardcover. You know, that's why I started reading again. Because it was so dangerous just to like listen to music on the TTC.
You need a hardcover book as
Not a
weapon.
hardcover. So I started reading as a result of that, because that way I could have my headphones and fake listen to music.
Yeah.
So no one would bother me.
Yeah.
But then I would need something to do, so then I started reading again.
Yeah.
But if it's hardcover, that's like an additional like
An additional weapon.
it's not a weapon. It's a self-defense tool, okay? In all capacities, emotional, physical, well-being.
Mm-hmm. And you can also use it as a shield.
Absolutely, you know, in case someone decides to throw a rock at you
Yeah.
or mysterious liquids.
Just like
Yeah.
with a hardcover, you know? Yeah. But no, I just like practically carrying it. I like paperbacks a little bit more, but aesthetically and just in general, I do like hardcovers a lot. Just they have a special place in my heart. I've always tried to buy hardcovers if it's available. If it's not, I get sad. So that's how my feelings about the hardcover paperback debate, I guess.
I feel you.
We didn't talk about where we're from. We're from Canada.
Oh yeah, I think I mentioned that earlier. You know,
Mhm.
casually I said
We're
we're
in Toronto. We're in Canada, specifically Toronto.
Yes.
Books here are very expensive.
Very, very, very expensive. We actually just went to Indigo, which is a bookstore in Canada. And I was going to pick up a book. It's her birthday month, so she gets a discount. And I was picking up a book, and then I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can get myself used to the e-reader, because I do have a Kindle.
Yeah.
So it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And
might as well try on this journey to get used to ebooks. They are cheaper.
They are definitely cheaper, and kudos to our writing community as well on Twitter. So like we've been receiving requests to review some books as well. So we've been getting it in digital format.
Yeah.
So
it feels like an e-reader would be useful.
Would be the best, right? So we're getting used to it. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna feel about it.
We'll see. Considering most people send through like PDF
They
or
do.
like Kindle or email or whatever.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's something that we have to get used to, right? And so I do have a Kobo, but it's a very old Kobo, and I actually don't remember where I put it. So
that's our next video.
We'll see.
I'm
We'll
kidding.
see about that.
We're just searching for this Kobo. Like,
I haven't used it since like 2013.
Did you read anything on it though?
2015.
Do you recall reading anything on it?
I did.
Oh.
I did. Because funny enough, I used to book blog before BookTube was a thing. That should age me a lot.
Oh, yeah.
BookTube was not a thing when I was doing book blogging. That was during like the end of my high school through college, through like the beginning of college, and then college just like deviated me from it. And I used to read a lot, and I used to receive ARCs from like Random House, from Penguin, and I used to have them in my e-reader, in my Kobo. That's actually why I got it. It's just that I haven't used it since then, and that was like 2013,
Oh my
2014.
Dude, I was hoping you wouldn't mention the year, because, like, we're both the same age.
No, we're young at heart.
Yeah.
We're young at heart. That's all that matters, really.
Exactly. I don't even think we look our age.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I know. I look a little bit older now. It's all the stress of life.
I was told I was a 23-year-old the other day, and I was like, oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. I used to hate it, but now I'll take it.
Now you'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we deviated a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, Canada, Toronto, expensive to get books here. But we do have a lot of secondhand bookstores.
Yeah.
We might actually take you around at some point, because we do want to make videos about the different used bookstores, thrift store bookstores here, because there's a ton. That's a really great thing about living in the city, is that we have a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of stores. Besides Indigo.
Yes, Indigo is, I kind of like mainstream.
Yeah. Indigo is our Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
Indigo is our Barnes and Noble here in Canada. Which they have great exclusive books and stuff that you can only find in their stores, but then you can sometimes find them in secondhand stores.
Yeah.
So you don't have to spend all that money.
Yeah, and get it for cheaper. Absolutely, I'm down for that.
I do, though, because I have no self-control, so gonna try to change that, but we'll see.
I support your endeavors. If it's for the cause, I support it.
Because, like, today, we're filming this on August 28th, right? And, 29th.
Yeah.
August 29th.
29.
And tomorrow's my birthday. So she mentioned earlier that we came from Indigo, and it's because I had to use I had no choice.
Had to.
I had to use my my discount for my birthday month. It's a 20% off, plus like I had like plum points that I had to use, and I might as well have gone and done it. So I did a little bit of damage. I did buy 5 books today, but that's just gonna be a thing. I am the book buyer here. I am the one with no self-control.
Yes, and then what she does is she'll describe them to me, and then I'll be like, oh, I am interested. Let me buy that too.
That is so true. Actually, we're planning to film our August wrap-up September TBR as well today, and one of the books that she had read was because I recommended it to her.
Right, but in all fairness, I was also doing research.
Yes.
Because I was writing a book, and so I wanted to have some reference material as well for like what I was going towards.
Yeah, it was really funny because we were like literally sitting in the subway, and I don't exactly remember what the conversation was like exactly about.
It's in my book. Actually, it's in my book. The chapter is called. I will reveal the chapter title here today because it's going to be your birthday tomorrow. It's called "Have You Been Choking All Day?"
Oh, that's what it was. Fair.
Oh.
I was choking that entire day.
Yeah, you were the whole day. I thought I poisoned her for a second, and I was like, shit. Oh my god.
I'm still alive and kicking.
Yes,
it's fine.
yes.
No, but I had mentioned like in passing that she should start writing a book, like a memoir of sorts, because she's lived an incredibly interesting life. And so I was telling her about Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mom Died. And I was just like, you might as well make some bank on your trauma.
Right? Oh, yeah, I know. It's so funny because as I'm writing, I'm starting to realize that the reason why I'm normal It's because I never took a real close look at my life, you know?
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah. And it feels like it happened to someone else in a different lifetime. So it's been an interesting process.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to read it. She's going to be writing that throughout our career.
Our process here. So yeah, so some of the books that I'll be reading will also be reference material that I'm looking into. So that's also an interesting process. So you know, in terms of our social media, if you end up following, you'll see a lot of people from the writing community on there as well, as long as the reading community. So it's super interesting to see how they both interconnect with each other.
Yeah. And it's I know that's like a huge thing in social media. It's like readers and writers, and like they don't really mix. Which I get, you know, reviews are for readers.
Right. They are for readers, but I also think in order to be a good writer,
You do need to
you need to be a good reader.
Yeah.
So I strongly believe in that, and it makes sense, right? Because you see what flows for you and what makes sense and what you're gravitating towards,
Yeah.
and what people are gravitating towards. It's like the perfect little survey.
Yeah. And I think it's important to sometimes read certain reviews. I think just to take some constructive criticism, I guess. Obviously, writers work more with their editors than anybody else, so the editors will know more, but it's good to see what people are saying, what's interesting out there. And hopefully you don't run into like a really, really terrible, mean spirited review. That's the only thing. But it's nice when you can get readers and writers in the same room together and just be respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, respect each other. She's a writer and a reader.
Yes.
I am mainly a reader. I am not a very good writer. So
We go together. Peanut butter jelly.
Yeah. What else can we talk about at this introduction?
I had asked you another question. I don't think I ever got a straight answer from you.
Oh.
We talked about bookmarks.
Yes.
And we're very specific with our stationery as well.
I guess.
Our accessories. So, what is your favorite way
to bookmark?
Yes. I know it's silly. But honestly, I've gone through a lot.
Yeah.
With being able to mark my spot. I'm serious. There's so many books we've had to read, and it drove me nuts when I couldn't figure out where I left off.
Yeah, no, I agree. Honestly, when it comes to bookmarks, I use like anything. I absolutely use anything. If there's a scrap piece of paper that is near me when I'm reading, I'm probably using that as a bookmark. If it's a sticky note, I'm probably using that as a bookmark. The only thing I won't do when bookmarking a book is like dog ear pages.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah. Like that physically pains me, and I know it's like a thing for a lot of people on Book Talk to do that. And like, more power to you. I actually don't mind seeing it, like for other people, but just for my books in general, I can't do it. Like, I can't bring myself to dog ear the pages. I have to just like stick a napkin in it or something.
I support you. I couldn't do that though. I have gone through so many bookmarks in my time. I've had those long ones, the physical ones.
Yeah.
I've tried using anything and everything around me.
Yeah.
But what it would do is it would like clutter my bag or get lost outside of my book.
Fair.
So one of my friends actually, because she saw that I read a lot of books through university, she got me a set of magnetic bookmarks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this thing, right? Like, I didn't really take it seriously for like a good 6 months. And then I decided, oh my god, I need something to bookmark my books.
Yeah.
And I realized like how efficient it was, and it just clung onto the page. So yeah, now I'm a magnetic bookmark girl.
I used to actually have magnetic bookmarks back
Back in the day. I will support that, because if you age us one more time, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that.
I really did like magnetic bookmarks. So I had ones like that had like Japanese characters on it.
Yeah.
That was the one that I used to use. But I found that I didn't particularly like them because when I was reading like a heavy book or a really thick book, it would most of the time crease the pages, which I didn't enjoy. Because again, it was the whole like dog ear situation.
Yeah.
It made me feel weird creasing like the pages of the book, so I just never did it. So any paper type thing is usually my bookmark to go to.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
What else?
What else?
What else did we talk about? Honestly, if you guys have any questions, we can do like a 2-part to this. You'll probably get to know more of us the more we make videos, but if you have any specific questions, leave it in the comments down below. So we have something to go through and have content.
Yes.
Okay, and so we're probably gonna start our August wrap up.
August wrap up, September TBR.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
Like in a couple minutes, but yeah.
It's nice to meet you guys,
Nice to
and
meet you.
super excited to just talk about books and
Yes.
our adventures
Yeah.
in bookstores. And yeah, I'm really excited.
Oh, I know, it's the perfect season to start reading too.
I
It's
know.
the fall. It's
It's the
coming
fall.
up. Yeah.
New academic year.
Yes.
For
yes.
those of you in school.
I know. Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, it's gonna be really nice to see you guys. And if you guys have any book recommendations that you think might fit with the genres that we usually like,
Gravitate towards. Yeah.
then leave them in the comments below as well.
Bye.